Hi folks, welcome to my Bit Retro Journal. Today I'm doing a video for Tandy. This is my Tandy 1110HD. I actually have it in pieces. The top panel is right here. I've actually had this in pieces for a while. I was trying to focus on not the floppy as much as I was trying to focus on this. By the way, this is a pain to get off. It's got these tabs right here, and then tabs right here, and it's hard to take it apart without breaking it. So once I put it back together, I got to figure out something to do. Maybe file those tabs off a little bit. I don't know, but I originally wanted to put an SD drive in here, but this is, from what I know now, this is not an ATA IDE, but what they call an XTA IDE, so it's 8-bit and needs a different type of drive. So the ATA drives like SD to compact flash, ID to compact flash or ID to SD won't work on this. So I still have this drive. It's a Connor 2024. I assume it's a 20 megabyte drive. But yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out if this will work. But what I want to do first, because it obviously didn't boot with this drive, is I got this floppy. This is the original floppy, and it uses a ribbon connector. And so here's the ribbon. It's not a normal floppy that uses an 14-pin connector that you usually see that looks very similar to. It's a little bigger than this, or an edge connector, but it has this sort of ribbon-like connector. So I need to refurbish this drive and not replace it, because I have a bunch of other ones, an Epson one, Samsung one. But what I'm going to do today is I've got I bought these, and I've taken a couple out. And so I need to replace the belt. So there's a long one, and I don't think this is going to work because it's, yeah. And then the next one in that size is this one, which seems a little tight. So I don't know. Let me see if I can't put this belt on here. There's no gook on here at least, but the belt goes underneath. Wondering if I have to take this piece off or if I can just sort of jam it in there. I'm all about jamming stuff in if I can. Because that way you break less, to be honest. So let's see if I can't get this in here without any tools. I just want to get it. I just kind of want to get it. Oh yeah, it's not going to do it that way, but maybe from here. Can we just a little bit of, oh, I think I got it. But it needs to go underneath though. All right, let's put it underneath and see if we can't, oh, there we go. Yeah, so that's underneath. It is on, yep, it should be underneath. Come on, I shouldn't have to take it apart. There it goes. Kind of underneath. I think it's underneath. It's, oh wait, hold on, it's gonna have to, wow, this is just a pain in the butt. Yeah, this is gonna have to be taken out because it actually straddles that whole thing. So where's my screwdriver? Unfortunately, I think this is the thing that looks at the speed of the drive, and it's going to have to come up because it won't otherwise. Let me put the, the less you take apart, the better on these. So now this can go, yeah, so this is sort of, I guess it sort of captures the speed of the, it's like a speed sensor. And hopefully, if I now put this underneath, and, oh yeah, okay. Oh, let's see what we gotta put it in some sort of groove or something. Let's see what that means. Oh, now I don't know if this is too loose or not. No, I thought this would be too tight, but now I don't even know. I mean, it's this, oops, this seems too loose, yeah. All right, need something slightly smaller. So it's not those two. What do I have here? I've got a slightly smaller, this one is a slightly smaller one. All right, let's see what I got here. Maybe I don't have the right one. Well, that would be sad. All right, I got this, which is the next smallest one. All right, let's try that. So, goes in here. It's very fiddly. It's not user friendly. I like the direct drives better, but oh, I think this is going to do it. Yeah, here we go. Now I just have a bunch of twists in there that I need to get rid of. But generally those twists kind of straighten themselves out. Yeah, there we go. That should do it. The twists straighten themselves out? I think so. Yeah, this is in there. Yeah. I think that's in there. And it's not too tight. And do I have any twists in here? Let's see. Nope, it's pretty consistent. Can I twist this up here at least once? There we go. Oh, that's better. All right, I think that'll do it. So hopefully this is the speed sensor that is held in place by well, how's it held in place now? Is there a oh yeah, there's a hole that it goes in. Okay, good. Yeah, this is not my favorite. There we go. So that is in the speed, yeah, and then you just okay. I think that'll work. Let's be very careful that I don't cross thread this, and I think this is going to do it. It seems a little. Is that how it goes? Yeah, I think that's how it goes. It's funny because it looks like it's kind of shifted up a little bit. So I would think this is not sitting properly on there, but it is centered around the. I should look at it closer, but let me just take this off one more time because I don't really trust it. How is this supposed to sit? So this comes out, and then this kind of sits sort of in this groove here, and just checks to see if, and then this. Yep, this just kind of goes. Yeah, there's a hole here, and this sort of sits in that. It's really weird the way they did this. So it goes in here and there. Okay, and then it sort of sits in there. Yeah. That's how it sits, and then it just kind of screws into this guiding thing. All right, I think I got it. All right, so that's in there, and. Yeah, it's just really weird how they've done that. So is this supposed to, it doesn't snap down. It just, yeah, it's the weird part is, and I wish I would have checked this out before I put it back together. But I think that piece of metal is slanted, and then this is, yeah, right in between that. So I guess that's the right way. All right. So what we want to do next is we want to reconnect this. And this is going to go in through here. Yeah, I guess I can. So this connects in here. It's a very thin ribbon. There we go. And then this is going to go through here. Oh yeah, this is going to fight me along the way today. Yeah, we want this to be, there we go. So this goes in here like that. And then this ribbon gets pressed down. Yeah, it's in there. I mean, I don't like this design at all because I know it's a laptop, but there are better laptop designs than this. Okay, this is in. So now what I need to do is put this all sort of back together and then see if I can get a floppy drive. I'm going to also plug this in here. This is going to get plugged in with this down. I think it just plugs into the, so it doesn't use the, well, how does it get power? Yeah, I guess it doesn't need that. So it plugs in here. And it's on plastic, so that should be fine. That's the hard disk. And so now I'm not going to put everything back together. I do need the keyboard, and I do need this. So this needs to go back in here. And this actually plugs into, yeah, this plugs into, it kind of closes up like that. And then there's a couple of cables. So this plugs into here. And this cable, I believe, plugs in this way into this thing. Yep. So that's the monitor. There we go. And then, so this is not screwed in, so I don't know what. Yeah, the screen is going to be kind of the screen, so I'm just going to kick it up like that. And then I do have the keyboard, and the keyboard kind of just pops in a couple of places here. Come on. Without breaking anything, it goes in. Okay, that's in, and then this one pops in here. All right. So that's the keyboard, and it's actually on top. So what I want to do now is I need to get the power for it. So I'm going to have to find it. So let me find it, and I'll come back. I'm back, and I actually didn't film my initial boot because it didn't work. And I forgot to turn the camera on. I was eager to just start it up. So I've got it repositioned. So I have the disc in here. It's making kind of a loud sound, but you'll see with the disc, I have, what do I have in here? Nothing at the moment, right? So, if I boot it up, it's just gonna, the disc is gonna spin, and it's gonna say, and hopefully, I try to focus it on the screen, so I don't know if it's gonna be, if you can see it or not. But it's gonna say after a while that it's a disk failure. Yeah, you can see it's trying the disk. I took the top case off because it was too hard to work with otherwise. Yeah, so it's a disk failure and it doesn't work. So let me, I'm going to take the disk out because it's just making a lot of racket. And so the way to do that is just to, There we go. Don't need the disk. It's bad. But so now with this, if I turn this on, obviously it's not going to do anything. It's going to say, hey, there's no disk. F1 to continue. I also took the cover off of this. So this had a little metal cover so I can see what's going on. So the thing is moving. I have this DOS 5.0 bootable, and I've used it for some of my videos like the QL's Conqueror and others, and it works. When I put it in here, though, you'll see what we get. I want to just reboot. It's going to say hard disk F key. So hard disk initialization failure has been noted. Strike F1 key. And then you get, yeah, no boot device available. And this is very similar to, if I think, what happens if I don't put a disk in here at all. Yeah, so it's not recognizing this disk. So I thought maybe the drive is bad, but I have these, and this is a double density disk. These are brand new Imation double density disks. And actually, I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's this drive right here is an Imation floppy USB. So it kind of matches. But I get something different with these disks. Watch this. So it's now, yeah, non-system disk. So it's able to read the disk, but now it's thinking, and this has an image of DOS 5.0, a 720K that I got from WinWorld, I think, or I'll put it in the comment, I forget what it's called. They have all versions of MS-DOS and Windows available. And at times, you can see that it'll move the head. And so I think what I'm issue with, by the way, I also cleaned the discs. I cleaned both this floppy and that floppy. I have a very old Radio Shack 5 1/4 and 3.5 inch disc cleaning kit. This has alcohol in it. I just put isopropyl on it directly. So I cleaned it and formatted it. And so this Imation double density disk is giving me a different error, and sometimes I feel like this is trying to move the head up. And I did also oil the head, so I think this might be a misalignment issue where, and again, if I just boot it with this, it won't even, well, it still gives me the disk error, but if I have the disk in it, it actually won't give me the disk error. It'll just go into boot. Yeah, it just says it's a non-system disk or disk error. So it's definitely a system disk. Let me see if I need to. I was trying to think, do I need to look at the BIOS to boot on different BIOS? But I don't think that's it either, because I read that there's no BIOS or anything like that for this computer. I mean, these are too old to go into a BIOS. I think that you have to run a software off of the floppy, but again, if I can't get the floppy to work. But I think, okay, here it goes. And it's actually, well, now it's not even, at times it moves the head. Oh, here it goes. Yep. Now you can see it trying to look for something. Yeah, so now it's moving the head a bunch, and I was like, oh, maybe it's going to read it. And I cleaned this head. I don't, it's doing something. I think it's having read failures though, so but it is, oh, come on, that's the furthest it's ever gotten. General failure reading drive A, retry. Should I try to clean the disk some more? I mean, I can give that a try. But it's definitely made progress. Oh, Microsoft MS-DOS version 5.0. Oh, look at that. Welcome to setup. Oh, this is doing setup. Look at that. I don't want to continue setup. I just want to, can I just escape out of this? F3 exit. The exit setup, please. Yeah, press any other key. Wait. To exit set, this, and hit the Y key. Look at that. It's success. There. Yeah. Holy cow. So this is, yeah, so, dir. Now, how do you do that? Is it dir dash wide? Yeah, there we go. So, what does it have on here? Yeah, I guess it needs to be installed on a, so I don't have, I guess, a bootable disk because, what does it have for commands? Command.com. Config setup underscore. So this all just means it's yeah, all these are setup fdisk. Oh, that's for formatting the hard disk. I assume that wow, I mean, the fact that I got it booted is actually kind of exciting. So what was going on here? Do you think it'll boot again if I try again? So yeah, this is actually working. That's, I mean, literally so this disk would not work, and this disk unfortunately is an installation disk. So I guess there's, how do you do it? Uh-oh, there it goes. But most of these aren't executables that you can, I mean, they're, I was hoping to play with BASIC or whatnot. Yeah, so these are all, so you have setup exp, you have country sys, config sys, command.com, autoexec.bat, format.com. So it has format, but I assume if the disk is bad, so I want to end here because this video is getting a little long. I think what I need to do is I might do a quick clip or another full video of, I think the drive works, but I think these are disk alignment issues. So I'm going to use my QL to format the disk and install command DOS 5.0 on there, because I think, or I'm not sure if the iMation USB is causing this issue, or I also have an old ThinkPad with an actual floppy. All right, I'm going to wrap up here. Hey, success. I got the drive to work. I got the thing to boot up. It's not doing everything I wanted to do, but it's a step in the right direction. I might, again, either do a quick clip or another video on this for Tandy. But thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you soon.